Hello. Kia ora and welcome to the Southern League playoff. Today we have Universities AFC against Shihan Financial FC Nelson. It's going to be a great game today, Saturday here in Christchurch, English Park. Good turnout at the Steve Sumner stand.
It should be a really, really interesting game, especially after the first leg. It was a little bit of an upset with FC Nelson taking it out. No one really expected that. So it'll be interesting to see how they go here with their first time on turf as opposed to grass.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. For lineups, no lineups today, but I can read it out to you. FC Nelson start with Caden Cooley in keep. Tim Newson, brother of Sam Newson, who's on the UC side, will be starting. Tarek Hansen, the captain for today. Jermaine Wilson starts as well. He got a goal against Universities. Last time they played each other on the 9th of September. William Scott also plays alongside Walter Avalos. The UC side, Matthew Aitchison starts in keeper, and he also has the captain's armband. Jackson Hughes in the right back position. Max McGuinness, defence mid. Hemi Innes scored 2 goals against FC Nelson. Also plays for the Futsal Dragons. Charlie Peacock will be the right wing alongside Luke Withel, who's on the left side, and Saul Prishner starts as striker.
Looks like a very attacking lineup by Universities today. And it's kind of changeable as to what kind of formation they're going to go with. I know the University's first team and club quite well, so I know how they've played for a lot of the season. But looking at this lineup, it looks like they could be throwing a bit of a curveball at FC Nelson today. So we'll see how they line up and see how they get on from there.
Yeah, they've been very successful this season, winning the New World Canterbury Premier League. First place on 50 points. 15 wins for them, 5 draws and only 1 loss. On the other side, FC Nelson won their league, Nelson Pines Men's Premier League. Unbeaten, 12 wins and 2 draws. As it looks like Nelson kicking the game off for us.
And here we go. Alrighty then. Does look like a back 4 by Uni to start with. So it's not too much of a change. You see, looks like Kellen Richards has moved to left back.
Newson with the throw on. Attempts to keep it in. Couldn't do that. Bailey tried to get out the pitch, but didn't work out there.
FC Nelson look long, but it's easily picked up and put out for a throw by Uni there.
McGuinness just playing safe there.
Certainly in these early stages, it's better to be safe than sorry. With Nelson already 1 up, you don't want to be 2 down. You don't want them to be 2 up if you're a Universities
No, not at all.
Supporter. Tim Newsom puts it straight into Charlie Peacock there.
Peacock. FC Nelson have possession now.
Now, Peacock has been one of the big players for Uni throughout the season, so it'll be interesting to see how he does on the big occasion today.
Keeper Aitchison, first touch of the game.
Didn't look overly confident that first touch, but should be good going forward.
Punt.
Yeah. Very, very good player, Labu Pan. Was with Nelson Suburbs, their first team, for a few years, and has come back to FC Nelson for the last couple.
And
here
it's
they go
stolen
for it
here.
now. Ooh.
That was a good opportunity, but couldn't capitalise on it.
Heavy touch there by Wilson. Allowed Aitchison to come out and pick it up with relative ease.
Just a bit too heavy on that one, and it's gone out.
Started quite shaky here, have Universities.
Yeah, they have to stay lively early in this match, though. They looked a bit sloppy, which ended up in Nelson getting the ball there in their own box.
I don't think Universities have got it into FC Nelson's half in the first 2.5 minutes, which is going to cause slight concern for the standing coach Ben Ellis, the head coach currently in Europe with work. Probably watching this stream,
That was
actually.
nicely won there.
There
And
we go.
here
That's
they
lovely
come.
replay.
It's too heavy on that pass there, and Nelson have possession of the ball again.
Ball has gone out for a throw in there. Must have been a nice big wicket curl on that clearance for it to go out and then come back in.
You see in the attacking half for the first time this match.
Here's Ennis
Good
on it.
replay there. Still going.
A very skillful player is Hemi Ennis. Has spent a lot of his time in the top leagues here in Christchurch. At a few different clubs.
Chooses to play back, but
Not a good
you
pass.
see Nelson got to it first. And here comes Punt on the ball. Plays it up. Oh, nicely cut out by the UC defender. Nice little hitter.
Pressure comes out to it. He's on the ball now. Is he going to look at Peacock in the line, or is Peacock with it? Oh, lovely nutmeg there. And he takes him down the line again and out for a throw.
That was another good tackle. It's a throw in for UC.
Very well timed, that challenge. If he gets that wrong, they're in trouble there, I think. Nelson throw now in their own defensive quarter. Ooh, just as I say that, that was a very physical challenge, that one.
Play the throw in quickly.
And that's straight back out for an FC Nelson throw.
Newsom with another throw on.
A little one.
I do, but it's cut out. These two teams are playing for a spot in the Southern League. It's the second league today that we're watching. First league ended in a 3-2 win for FC Nelson on the 9th of September, not too long ago.
And again, FC Nelson will be riding a wave of confidence after getting through the season unbeaten. So they were definitely right up for that first game. It is yet to be seen if the travel has really affected them too much or if the turf affects them too much for the second leg here today. But they have started well so far.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if, the turf's going to affect them in this game, because
Hasn't seemed to so far.
yeah, they've been looking pretty sharp. But here comes UC. Going out the pitch, played out wide to Peacock. What can he do with the ball?
Back to
Plays it
Bailey.
into the middle.
Bailey here in the middle. And it comes back out to
Hughes.
Finds Preshner.
Peacock again. Attempts to get it in, but it's cut out well.
Out for a corner
Newson.
here.
Stands are starting to fill up here. It's a good turnout.
Yeah, very, very, very good turnout.
We're expecting a big turnout for the English Cup final. That's going to be played here at 2:30. Christchurch United against Kashmir Technical. That's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a fantastic game, that is.
Christchurch United lost 3-1 to Kashmir Technical recently, ending their undefeated run in 2023. They would have wanted to go undefeated all season. You don't see that happen too often.
And we should say the Chatham Cup winning Christchurch United too, after their
that was an
very
amazing
exciting
match.
win over Melville United.
That's a
And
great.
in comes Labu Pan now.
This is great opportunity
Twisting and turning.
for Pan.
He takes a shot and it goes
It's gone wide. He's been one of the most lively players out of the 11 that FC Nelson have come with.
He very much is a bright spark for them going forward. And the dangerous thing with him, I think, just by watching so far, is that he moves across that front line. He doesn't just stay central, he doesn't stay to one side. He looks to try and get on the ball and affect the play as much as he can. And once he's on the ball, he does tend to do quite well with it. Pressure there, losing it out.
Wilson put it back, and that ball by Newson was a bit mishit.
Oh, Bailey underhits it there.
Wilson
Jackson
gets
Hughes,
back.
and it's an FC throw. He looks to take it again quite quickly, but hands it off to Newson.
His punt. Trying to get a shot on, but it's cut out by the defender. And he paid
Looks for the
quick
counter
ball.
on early. Here comes Peacock versus Newson.
Newton just goes
Newson
for the
gets
safe option.
Didn't really have too much of another option there. Would have been dangerous to play back to the keeper Cooley, I think. Especially with how quick Peacock is.
Scary moment there for FC Nelson. As you see, try and go again.
Lovely touch there by Smith. Then just dallies on a little bit too long. That's a great challenge there by, is that Charlie Bailey?
Peacock
Tries to find Whitwell.
just jumped over it.
They've still
Wins
got
it
it
well,
here though.
though.
Richards with it.
Crossed it in.
It's a relatively poor
Pass
cross.
for a
Comes out here now though. Another great block there by the FC Nelson player.
punt. Wins it back. He's now off and away. Wants to get something started for his team. Ball played up long. It's just gone out.
Universities now look like they've been growing into the game the last few minutes, which is a promising sign for them and a worrying sign for FC Nelson.
Yeah, there's maybe a bit of nerves coming into this game. Of course, they lost against this side not too long ago. So
I dare say the coaches would have really pressed home the need for a good start for them today after, of course, finishing behind in that first leg. But they did start a little bit shaky, but they seem to have grown into it more and more now. That's a great headed touch there. Innes on the ball now, driving forward.
it's played across. It's a good opportunity. Give it a go. It's headed away.
It looked like it was going in for a cross there, but maybe it was one of those cross-come shots. Nick Smith just holds him up, forces him backwards. Newson on the ball now.
Played long. Doesn't look
There's
too bad.
Bit of
but
a bullet pass, that one. Is that Christopher Main that played that? I think. Oh,
played
Peacock
to
almost
Peacock.
through there. Newson does well to cut him off.
Peacock
But
does
then
well to win
lose
it
it.
back. Now on the right side. What can he do? Good dribbling.
That's inside.
Crosses it in.
Oh, Saul Preshner just wide of the keeper's right-hand post there.
That was a great piece of play, and as you can see, fans are loving it.
It was a great battle here on the wing by Charlie Peacock to come out with the ball up against the significantly taller Tim Newson, and then able to beat, I think it was Avalos, or was that Maine? Can't quite see the numbers from here. The centre back managed to get around him and cut it back to Preshner, who just put it wide. Very promising play by UC there. I'm sure that in the hotel room of their regular head coach Anthony O'Connor, there would have been a nice big yelp of surprise that would have annoyed his hotel's neighbours after that attempt there.
You see, trying to get something out of that, but
Penn comes away with it. That's great. We touch it dead.
Bailey
Pressure gets back on it. Plays it out to Peacock. Peacock again with Newson. Oh, outside of his... my word. That is phenomenal. Oh, the linesman flag is up.
That was an absolutely stunning piece of play from UC. But the flag's gone up.
Referee is going to go and talk to him, though.
It was a great pass from Peacock.
And it is called offside there. Fantastic outside of the foot pass there by Peacock.
And a leap over by one of the attackers and shot it into the back of the net, but unfortunately it was offside.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to see that one back on a replay. Unfortunately, we can't see them from our spot here in the commentary box, but it would be very interesting to see that one again. Oh, that looked interesting. I don't think he got any part of the ball there, the centre back. William Scott. And Richard standing over the free kick. Getting ready to send it into the box.
Played up from the free kick. Try to get a header onto that.
Preshner picks it up on the far side of the box. Plays it back to Richards, who whips it in. That's a good ball into the box again. That's an interesting challenge there. And it's a penalty.
The referee points to the spot. There's a UC players on the ground. Looks like Nicholas Smith. Oh no, Charles Kirby.
Charlie Kirby on the ground there. It did look like a bit of a clumsy challenge there by Tim Newson and didn't catch any of the ball, so I can understand why the referee has given that as a penalty. Yeah, Ben O'Connell referee, very experienced referee.
It looks like it's Hemi Innes, who scored 2 against FC Nelson. He'll be hoping to score another from the spot. 15 minutes into the game, and this would be a great advantage to them.
Well, it would even up the aggregate score at 3-3, which I'm sure they'd be very, very happy about. Referee just making sure they're all behind the line, make sure there's no feet on the line.
Hemi Innes. Hemi Innes!
He puts it in, bottom corner. That's 1-0 to UC there. Fantastic penalty. Cool, calm, collected. Slides it into the bottom corner.
Nicely done. As he slips it into the bottom left corner. And they're 1-0 up, 3-3 aggregate. University up 1-0 here at English Park.
And we're only 16 minutes gone, so that's probably the start that a lot of the university coaching staff and fans would have been looking for.
Yeah, and they also had what they thought was a goal. It was called offside, but not too long after they got a penalty. And Ennis.
Lovely wee touch there by Ennis. Inside for Nick Smith and back out to Richards. Played up the line. Oh,
One well by
a little bit
Wilson.
of a heavy touch there.
We'll play long, but it's gone out for a UC throw.
Now, the number 32 for UC today, Saul Preston, is usually a midfielder, but he's playing up at striker today. And that's because of his mobility. He gets around the park quite well and becomes available.
And that's a
Ball's given out to Whitwell here.
Whitwell.
1v1, puts it inside, but the runner had already gone. And he does come back to try and win it straight away and gives away a free kick.
FC Nelson would be trying to get their flow that they had early in the match. First 5 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, it seemed their intensity was right up there for the first 5 minutes, and it's just sort of dropped off again. They really need to find that level of intensity again as the cross comes into the box, but cleared well. Yeah, they're definitely going to need to search for that intensity again. I wonder if that is potentially the turf making it difficult for them, or whether it's been the travel down. Could be any number of scenarios that are a part of that. As the ball goes out for a throw in on UC's right side. Quite a raucous crowd today by the sounds of it too.
Yeah. You don't often see a crowd this packed.
Especially for what is essentially a Tier 2 game.
Yeah.
We'll likely see it similar to this afternoon with...
Probably more.
Yeah.
Much more.
With arguably the two most well-supported clubs in Christchurch.
Even New Zealand. Christchurch United, especially.
Yeah, the big names that they've been able to bring in has certainly brought along a fan base to watch them a lot more. And it's just good to see people getting out and being involved with football, in fairness.
Yeah, it's good.
And that passes straight into the touch. And Hughes with the ball to throw it back in. Oh, interesting challenge there.
Newson. Calm and composed, plays it back. Ball played long again, but it's comfortably
It
headed.
it does seem as though they've switched to a bit of a long ball tactic, and then they try and press from there by Nelson.
Yeah, but it doesn't really seem like the attackers are lying, near enough, close enough to the defensive line of the UC side.
No,
Which is why they haven't been winning those long balls.
I'm not sure that they're really trying to go for the long balls. What it looks like to me is that they're waiting for UC to take a touch and then going and stepping on them, trying to win the ball high. From that point, trying to tackle them high from the press.
So far, it hasn't been working out for them.
No, not quite. And you have to put that down to UC being very, very good on the ball. Lovely switch ball there, though. As William Scott drives forward and loses it.
Here comes
Pressure
UC.
gives it back off to Whitwell.
Trying to capitalise on this opportunity. Crossed in early.
Bailey there gets on it.
No one could get onto the end of it. Here's Pun. Plays it quick. Couldn't get to it again.
Oh, Hughes, that's a great ball to find Preston's feet as he holds it up. Finds Ennis. And then plays it off. Whitwell on the ball now. Goes past his man, but touch is far too heavy. It's a goal kick here. Played short. As seems to be the norm these days.
Touch was a bit off.
Oh, that's a
Ennis
great
is
wee
onto
touch
that.
there. Here we go. Preston has got time out here on the ball to put in a good ball, but he well overhits that. But Whitwell tries to pick it up again. There we go. Whitwell's on it.
Can he keep going?
Pass his man.
Pass it
There
in.
we go.
And number 9, Charlie Bailey, gets them 2-0 up. 4-3 on aggregate.
Now that's just come from dogged determination not to give up. He's lost the ball about 3 times there, Luke Whitwell, but he's made sure that he's worked hard to win it back, put the ball to that edge of that 6-yard box with an open goal after bringing the keeper out.
Yeah, and we've seen him do that across the 20 minutes that we've seen these two teams play. He just never gives up, and it showed that in that goal.
No, he's been doing it all season for them as well. Like I said, I've watched this UC team a fair number of times throughout the season, and it is fair to say that they are entertainers that do try and work as hard as they can.
And FC Nelson now find themselves behind 23 minutes into the game.
I wonder if going behind will pull something out of them.
Yeah, normally
Really
in
get them fired up.
Normally in a game when they fall behind, that's when they turn on, really. They switch on and they start, all of a sudden they start playing better. As it's crossed in for punt, play back, it's a little bit.
It's an interesting challenge, yes. Foul called. It's gone in very heavily there. It's also going ahead in the game. It can get into the psyche that the job's kind of already done, especially when you've come from behind. So that could creep into the UC team's heads now. So they need to be quite careful about that occurring.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot in the English Cup. You know, in one of the games, Kashmir Technical were up 2-0 against Selwyn. Selwyn scored 2 late goals to come back into the game.
Poor ball there into the midfield. As FC Nelson pick it up again. Scott plays it to Avalos.
Avalos.
He's got some time here.
Might be looking to go long, and he does. Goes straight to Pan this time.
Great wee chip into the higher midfield there.
Wilson losing it out.
And it's trying to give it off again there. And it comes out to Newson here. And Cunningham plays it back there to Scott. Avalos again. Looks for that chip into that midfield area again. Doesn't come off this time though. Comes out to Whitwell. That's a very, very quick ball out to Whitwell. Then plays it back out to Innes. He's able to get the cross in. Ooh, not quite there for Peacock.
A little bit too far for him to get it towards the goal. But it was a great wee play from University.
That was from defence to attack in very, very quick time, which just shows how quick they can be on the counter-attack to be able to punish any loose passes that FC Nelson make in that final third for them.
Nice little flick on. Houston. Wilson does well to keep the ball in play, but it's gone to UC.
Richards there, predominantly left-footed. He loses out.
That was well done. And here comes Pan. What can he make of this opportunity?
Oh,
not too
well
much.
intercepted there. And again. Hemianis gets involved. Richards heads it onto Whitwell, who takes it under control before promptly giving it away. Nick Smith there. And Hemianis gets fouled. Probably the most fouled player in the New World Championship, New World Premiership this season, as he is very, very quick with his feet. A lot of defenders can't quite keep up with it and end up tripping him over without getting anywhere near the ball. And that's what's happened right there.
Yeah, and he's also the only player in this university side who's scored against FC Nelson throughout these 2 leagues. All 3 goals from UC have all been from Ennis.
Nick Smith, a lovely little touch there. And here is Ennis on the ball.
Oh.
Dribbles past a couple, but then gets taken from him as he works hard to try and win it back again. He comes out to Peacock. Not quite.
And Palm's now got on it. Plays it out wide to Wilson.
Well done there by Jackson Hughes.
Houston keeps the play going. Oh. No foul, says the referee.
No, I think he was already on the ground.
Tripped over, maybe.
That's quite a poor clearance there by McGuinness. Not sure he was entirely meant to do that one. And Newson here with a throw-in. And Preshner goes down, but the referee says nothing wrong with that, and we play on. Nelson continue with it. Oh, it's a lovely little 1-2 there. Wilson doesn't quite get to it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Oh, very quick goal kick played there. Almost got themselves in trouble, but it comes out to Whitwell. Again, been an outstanding player for them this year.
Bailey now on the ball.
Tries to find Hennis, but doesn't quite get there. Uses his body there quite well, does
Wilson
Cunningham.
attempted a 1-2 there, didn't work out.
Nick Smith
Hughes
cleans up.
Bailey cuts in. That pass was 50-50.
Oh, Richards does get there.
UC now
4v3 now.
on the ball. Plays out to...
Maybe took a little bit too long on the ball there, I think. Couldn't make up his mind on what to do. But the ball goes out for a corner. Wasn't sure for a moment there who was going over to take it. Looked like no one was. Might have been a ghost corner. But Hemianis does make his way over eventually. Being most certainly looking for the likes of Nick Smith in the middle there.
Crossed in by Hemianis. This doesn't look too bad.
Gets to Whitwell.
Oh. Ball straight to the
Charlie
stomach
Kirby battling with it.
Avalon tries to clear it, but it's only gone straight to a UC player. They get it back though. Wilson.
Kirby finally making his way back to his centre back position now. He's done his job up there. Nick Smith gets onto it and goes down quite softly, in my opinion. Oh, that's... yeah.
Too violent there.
It was just a little bit late and he missed it. And they've played on, but they've got to play it down.
Yeah.
He can't stop the play now. They've already played on. Oh, the referee does stop it.
It's been a pretty physical match so far.
Are they calling that a head injury? Because they shouldn't be. It's quite rare for a referee to stop it unless it is a head injury, so...
There was a series of headers around that area.
Yes, very true.
It could be one of the
Yeah,
reasons why he's down.
it does look like it is quite serious here. He's staying down. He's making sure he's staying down. It could even be a little bit delayed from the actual incident that's caused it. do hope that he is going to be okay here. Walter Avalos. Should be running through the head injury protocol here. The crowd here absolutely giving him some.
He doesn't look too good.
No, he does look crook, doesn't he?
Avalon, he's been trying to get something going for this FC Nelson side. He's always getting the balls up the pitch.
He definitely seems to be more of the ball player in that back line.
Yeah.
So they may find it quite difficult without him getting the move started, but we will see how he gets on. We'll keep an eye on his progress.
Wilson.
I can't imagine that FC Nelson would be overly keen to substitute him. They want to keep him on the pitch as much as they can. Nope, he's back on the pitch now. Whitwell, who seems to have switched wings now with Peacock.
Wilson.
It's gotten a little bit messy the last since that second UC goal.
Yeah.
It's a little bit scrappy now.
I think part of it is FC Nelson just a little bit upset, agitated after that second goal.
Right idea there, but straight out for a throw. Yeah, it does seem that something has sort of clicked off, and like we said earlier, they've gone back to that intensity that the first sort of 5 minutes had.
But now UC's in their flow. It's been pretty hard for them to do that.
That's a lovely little turn again there by Ennis. He comes out to Peacock, puts the ball in, tries to find pressure, unable to. Good defending there by Avalos. Pan on the ball and just wings it back to start it again.
Avalon.
Cunningham on the ball now. To Newson here in that left back role.
Wilson get onto it. Plays it back to the keeper. Matthew Aitchison hasn't had too much to do this half. Making the most of his time on the ball there.
And I guarantee you ask anybody who's watched every single game of their season, they have not seen a hair of Matt Aitchison's real hair. Always wears that hat when he's playing. And when he's not playing, to be fair. Jimenez picks it up just outside the box, lets loose, and it is blocked, and the keeper does pick it up just in front of Breshner.
Pun.
Spreads the play out wide, but
passes a bit off. Newsom will probably get to that. He does. Here's Wilson now.
Hughes does well just to hold him up there. Pan back on it. And he comes back out to Scott. Got a little bit of space. Plays it forward. That's a lovely little interchange of passing. Doesn't quite find Wilson at the end of it though. Richards on the ball. Very cultured left foot.
Ball played through.
Plays it through to Peacock, who is onside by the looks of it.
Good defending by Avalon.
Oh, and is that a free kick given? From our vantage point, it didn't look like there was too much wrong with that, I don't think. But the referee is a lot closer than us, so we can't really argue with him, can we?
Yeah, and this is a pretty dangerous position. And
especially for a right footer, if he just puts it in that sort of back post area, have people running onto it, Defence isn't sure whether to go and clear it. Worried about the own goal. Keeper's not sure whether to come out. Very dangerous position.
And one from the training ground.
That was on goal, I tell you.
Yeah, and it's all the way into the...
Looks like that's gone over the neighbour's
yard.
fence. So we wait for the next ball.
It'll be a corner this time. There's good creativity from that free kick. You could tell that was one from the training ground. It nearly worked out, but it was cut out. It was blocked.
Oh, poor ball in there, but it falls to Richards, and another good ball in there. This time goes out for a goal kick.
We can see Paul Eiffel on the sidelines. He's already here at English Park, ahead of the English Cup final, which follows this game.
Fun little fact for you. Universities is one of the few teams to be able to score against Christchurch United this season.
Wow.
Something that you wouldn't really expect.
No,
Is in the earlier rounds of the English Cup. Did end up a 4-1 win to Christchurch United.
It did.
But that is nothing to be ashamed about for the students.
4-1 against one of the best teams in New Zealand right now.
Well, Chatham Cup winners.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive.
Now, if you're part of the FC Nelson coaching crew, what do you think you're saying to your troops at halftime? We're 5 minutes away now.
I'm not too sure that they just, like they're doing everything you can tell they're trying to attempt everything that they've been told to do by the coaches, which is probably play the ball long and get it up quick.
Yeah.
Defensively, they've been sloppy at times, and that's led to the goals that they've conceded, with especially the penalty, sloppy, and also the second goal that they conceded too. They could have easily cleared that, but they're just too sloppy. And well, this is great.
This is good play here, though.
Main. Pan now. That's a foul.
That did look like a foul.
That's going to be a free kick in a pretty good position.
Richards going through the back there. You can't say that it's been dominated by either side, though. It's sort of come in ebbs and flows this half. Like the first 5 minutes belonged to FC Nelson, I would say.
And University had probably around 10 minutes of domination. And now it's gone.
Now it's
gone down
straight
to
back
the
to
middle,
50-50, I think, now.
But this is good opportunity for Panta.
He is good over a dead ball as well.
Pan with the free kick.
Bit
Not
of a
enough
weak
power.
attempt there. H covers it easily and rolls it out. Comes out here to Jackson Hughes on this right-hand side. Straight back to McGuinness and to H, and they look to switch it out the other side. It's been a key part of their game, has been that switch from one side to the other at pace. But that ball inside has not gone well, and they've opened themselves up to a counter-attack here.
Gives it a go. Scared the keeper a wee bit. But it was over the bar.
I think H may have had that covered there, as the referee just tells the young chaps behind the goal to take their game away. So we can get the game back underway.
Another short goal kick.
They've really backed themselves playing out from the back here, you see, don't they? You could tell the FC Nelson guys were ready to press straight away. Did it bother them? Not a bit. Ball comes inside and bounces off Pan.
Ball played long again. This
Plays
time it
down the
might work
line.
out for them.
Not quite. Kirby gets to it. Innes again. McGuinness plays it right back to Aitchison, who just says, I'm going to get rid of it this time.
The press is coming now. They're trying to...
Yeah, they've definitely amped it up this last few minutes before
Yeah.
half-time again, Nelson, haven't they?
They probably want to go before half-time break.
Tell you what, as a coach, I can tell you when a team scores on you right on half-time, you're pretty much tearing up your half-time team talk and starting over again. It's not a nice feeling.
But for FC Nelson's coach, he wouldn't be complaining.
No, not at all.
And a goal would mean that they'll be level in aggregate.
It'll be a much more positive half-time talk for FC Nelson if they do manage to score in this last couple of minutes leading into half-time. So move into the 44th. Obviously there will be some added time. Throwing his body around there, Cunningham. He's done very well to keep the ball there and then get fouled.
Oh, and the yellow card is pulled out.
Is that for Innes or is that for...
Not too sure.
Is that for Bailey there? No, Nick Smith.
But yeah, nah. The ref wasn't having that at all.
Now, Cunningham did very, very well using his body there.
He had around 3 people.
And he's just bumped them all off as if he was playing bumper cars down the amusement park.
You see Nelson. Could be one of their last opportunities to score.
Oh, he only half clears it. Was that a handball? No, it wasn't.
We got like 3 people on the ground.
Scary moment there for UC.
Yeah, the keeper's...
Aitchison came out, tried to punch it clear and completely missed it.
You see Nelson only get a corner out of this. As the clock nearly hits 45, the 45-minute mark.
Oh, is there going to be a card for one of the coaching staff here? The yellow card for Sam McDonald there. I'm not sure why what Sam has said there. Or really why he needed to say too much at all.
No, they're 2-0 up. They shouldn't be complaining.
And I think the decision was quite clear. I think he's
crossed in, and that's
a great save there by
tipped
Aitchison.
over by Matthew Aitchison. And that's one for his highlights reel.
He's made up for it for the what caused the previous corner just there. Now that he's taken that corner back to the same side, but it should be going to the opposite side. And the crowd certainly not shy in telling him that he's on the wrong side there. And this will be one of the last plays of the half, I would say.
Crossed in by Wilson.
It's a high one, wide one.
Not too many
Headed
people.
cleared by Whitwell, but it goes straight to an FC Nelson player. Whitwell again clears it. Falls to Cunningham, and then cleared properly this time. Newson off the shoulder there.
They need players back. They've only got 3. Newson does well. Loses it. It's a bit sloppy here from both sides.
Very, very sloppy from both sides there. Oh, that's very well done there by Hughes. It comes out to Peacock.
Avalon.
Oh, Peacock's done very well to get around that. And the ball goes out for a corner. Just as I was saying that it's close to half-time when the ball's at the other end, we've now got a corner up this end. As Kellen Richards with his cultured left foot makes his way over to take the corner. an ex-Canterbury youth player a few years ago.
Played in.
Oh, and he does have Southern League experience with Nomads FC, does Kellen? And this time Hemi is going to take the corner from the other side of the field. Some wonderful footballers in this UC squad.
Crossed in. Can
Looking
anyone
at
get
that
onto the end of
post.
it?
Oh, it's come back.
Shoots! Oh,
is
that's
that
a
saved or
brilliant
blocked?
save. I think it was a save of Caden Cooley's leg. Not too sure though. We'll have to look back at that one. Should be halftime soon. We're nearly 4 minutes over the 45. And there's halftime. University up 2-0. Up 4-3 on aggregate. It's a pretty good half. Pretty entertaining, I would say.
Certainly opens itself up for a very interesting second half as well.
Yeah, FC Nelson came out very strong in the first 5 minutes. But University slowly grew into the game and got a penalty and scored a open play goal. Make it 2-0 at halftime. See you in 15 minutes. Welcome back to the second half of the Southern League playoff. Universities AFC started the first half 2-0 up, and FC Nelson will be trying to find a way back into the game. There's been, I think, 2 changes to the FC Nelson side. Looks like Samuel Ruling has come on, and also Hom Leon for Christopher Main and Frido.
Now, one thing to take note of during that is that there was a Universities player down for a lot of that halftime break, still on the pitch, getting some physio work done on them. So we'll see what happens there. There doesn't appear to be any changes from them yet, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. It did look like it was Charles Kirby who was on the ground for that, but we'll have to see if that develops into anything more. FC Nelson throw.
Avalon to punt.
Comes back over to Scott, who drives forward into space, plays the ball through. Oh, foul there against TJ Hansen. Punt gets on it, plays the ball forward. That's a brave header there. Very brave header.
And the ball played quickly out to Peacock. Can he keep it in? He does.
He does. That's a great bit of work there by Charlie Peacock.
Avalon does well
Goes out for a goal kick.
to win the goal kick.
Great cover defense there by Avalos. The ball gets played short back out to him. I always find it interesting. They play it short to then just go long anyway.
It's cut out well.
Oh, he's done
Here
very,
comes
very
UC.
well there.
Bailey, I think. Bailey!
What an individual goal that is. He's taken on, 3 players there to nestle in the back of the net, Charlie Bailey. And he savors it in front of the UC fans. And there's one who has jumped the fence. Get off the field, you silly, silly man.
And it was indeed Charlie Bailey. He's got that stunner of a goal.
That was his brother that jumped on the field. Brother Guy. But yes, he's skipped around 2 or 3 players there and nestled it into the bottom corner. Fantastic work there.
What a way to score a goal. It's now 3-0.
Especially as FC Nelson probably had the better of the last 5 minutes or so of the first half. Universities have come out absolutely flying in the second half with that goal. Puts them 2 ahead now on aggregate too. So that's 5-3 on aggregate.
It's not looking good for FC Nelson, but they'll be hoping
Hemi
to...
Ennis there.
That was nicely done from Avalon.
That's Cunningham there.
Oh, Cunningham, sorry.
2 very, very strong
no, it
players.
was
Oh, no, it
Avalos.
was Avalon. I'm in the wrong there.
He made us...
And that ball's played straight out into touch. And it's a yellow card to Hemi Ennis, I'm guessing for something that he said after what he thought was a foul on him by Avalos. Throw down the line, one by Charlie Bailey there. Pressure keeps on working. Oh, Peacock picks it up and gets out of another tight spot there. But it goes out for an FC throw.
Avalos goes to the quick throw.
Seems to have taken over throwing duties from Tim Newson this second half.
Oh. And punts totally.
I think he might have been looking for that a little bit, but it's a foul nonetheless. FC Nelson will likely try and pop this into the box. Yep, big man coming forward. William Scott.
It's played up. Can he get a hit onto it?
And it's offside. H once again not looking completely comfortable coming out for a ball into the box.
There's been a few dodgy times for Matthew Aitchison. But they've been lucky not to concede so far. Feels like the type of game where if FC Nelson score one, they're just going to keep going.
Yeah, and that's what universities need to be careful of. They need to keep their discipline here. They always say that 2-0, which is essentially what this is, 2 goals ahead, can be a dangerous scoreline. Because the next goal that goes in is going to be a very important one, and whoever scores that is going to have momentum. Very well done there by Charlie Bailey.
And of course, FC Nelson are not playing like they're losing 3-0. They haven't been playing like that. They've been competing, and they just haven't been able to get the best opportunities and chances to score.
And Pan gets on the ball.
Plays it long.
And that's easy there for Aitchison. Bit of an aimless pass that was. And Aitchison is a big fan of his quote-unquote housery. So he'll take up all the moments that he can in the box there. Which he is well entitled to do. Poor kick out though. But it ends up at the feet of Hemi Innes. And to Peacock, who is always dangerous if he's running at the defence. Can't find pressure there though. Nick Wilson picks it up. Nick Smith, sorry.
Good opportunity.
Oh, another good hit there by Charlie Bailey.
It's comfortable for Caden Cooley as he throws it to Ruling,
who
just
loses out to Kellen Richards.
Came on at halftime. Should be
full of energy.
Yeah. He wouldn't be wanting to lose balls like that.
Peacock picks it up. Finds Hughes there. And Bailey with it again. Back to Peacock.
And there will be substitution for UC.
Oh, and now this is going to be very, very interesting.
And it's Charlie Peacock who makes his way off.
For Sam Newson, who is going to be marking his brother.
That is very interesting.
Right wing versus left back. This should be very, very fun.
Yeah, Sam Newson, he moved to UC from Nelson not too long ago.
He's actually been plying his trade down in Div 1, the third team, for a lot of the season before stepping in and playing a few reserves games and now making his way to first team. He's worked hard this year and it's good to see him up in the first team spots. A left back by trade. He's playing on the right wing today. Has played a lot of left wing this year. So he knows what it's like in those further forward positions. And I wouldn't be surprised if he switched wings again with Whitwell at some point.
Stuck out a leg down.
Yeah, brought him down. Straightforward foul there for Ben O'Connell, the referee. A little bit of a shove there just before he picked it up, but he's controlled it very well there, Whitwell. That's a great ball inside to Innes.
Oh. Good vision to see that through, but didn't work out.
Didn't quite make it through there, though.
And Wilson does well to win the ball back. And here comes Newson.
And his brother's catching him up very quickly there, but lets him go. And Preshner picks up the ball here. Finds Sam Newson. Who then loses it out, surrounded by 3 FC Nelson players there. There's Riley on the ball. Plays out and Cunningham again. Very adept at using his size to keep the ball.
FC Nelson only having a 3 at the back now, which is different to the first half.
I think their right back was just higher up the field, looking for a switch ball. I think because they've got 2 high up here, up on the halfway line.
Yeah, they want more attacking players up the pitch. They just haven't been able to capitalize on their opportunities.
McGuinness plays to Aitchison, back to McGuinness. Tries to play a ball looking for Preshner, isn't able to find him, and it's out for a University's throw. Good work there by Preshner. Down the line, straight out again for another uni throw.
Referee asking
And they're
for a
looking for another
ball.
ball. We had one that cleared a fence earlier. It looks like that one's cleared a fence. Oh, here it is. Someone from the crowd's just thrown it out. What were they doing with it?
Not too sure.
Done very well there to keep it, hasn't it? And that's a. Oh, and we have seen now that the wingers have switched.
It's gone onto the roof.
Oh, we've lost another ball.
And the referee asked for another ball again.
I think we've only got 2. We might have to take a wee breather here for a moment while we search for another match ball. Going on a ball hunt. FC Nelson offering up one of their balls, but only the official balls are allowed to be used, of course. Oh, we've just seen one pop up back over the fence on the far side of the pitch there, so we should be good to go in a moment. I do wonder if anyone's going to go searching for the ball that's just gone out now. Well, the good thing about the Steve Sumner stand here is that the ball does tend to roll backwards behind the building, so if somebody goes for a wander around there, they might be able to find it. Hopefully we don't lose this one again so quickly. Leon picked up the ball there.
Nice sweet play.
Leon back on it. Puts a ball through to the substitutes linking up there, and a good ball across.
Wilson.
Not quite getting onto that there. And Kirby picks it up. That's great work there. Whitwell gets onto it. And 3v2 almost here. If we can just... No. Tim Newson, great covering back there. Showing a good turn of pace to get back in.
FC Nelson just had to have one person there to tap it in. It was right in front of goal. It's unlucky there.
Yeah, very good opportunity there for FC Nelson.
But I'm sure this will bring up their confidence and they'll go again. They've still got a fair amount of time in the second half.
Momentum has seemed to swing their way just in the last few minutes.
That's a foul. And a yellow card is pulled out.
For Jackson Hughes. I wonder if that's just a professional foul, if he's pulled him back or something. And the ball gets moving again quickly. William Scott on it.
Scott over the top.
Able to travel a good 15 yards there before playing the ball. Down
Rowling.
there. Bailey. Cunningham. Looks in behind.
That's a great touch.
He's onside. Richards there holding him up very well.
Leon.
And trying to beat Newson.
Leon
Newson's done well. The ball's come back. Pun on the ball now.
Leon, also another player who scored against UC in their win.
UC definitely camped in their own box for the minute now. Well done there by Max McGuinness. Great interception.
FC Nelson's been finding it hard to break down this defence. The substitution could be another attacking one.
Uni have sat a lot deeper since they've scored that third goal. Oh, and another sub here for FC Nelson. That is Tim Newson, perhaps scared of his brother going off. And who is that coming on? It's the other Lian, Fun Lian.
Could be brothers as well.
It's almost like a family reunion at this point, isn't it? Or a couple of family reunions. I mean, the Newson one definitely is a family reunion. They live in separate cities now.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm sure their family would be in the stands as well. Watching on.
You see throwing that now. I guess that's sort of a tough situation to be in, though, if you're a parent and you've got a child on either side in a game. Who do you cheer for? Because do you just stay neutral and hope for a good game of football?
Yeah.
Or
Just hope they play well individually, I guess. Good piece of work there. Rolling. Loses it.
that's a foul there. He's pulling back.
Leon.
You could almost argue that should be a yellow card there for a professional foul.
Yeah.
I am quite surprised that it's not. And a poor free kick there given straight to the opposition, straight away.
Punt.
Scott there, cut out by Newson. Very well done there. And that's
Played
a
quickly,
ball in
but
there by Nick Smith.
looks like Wilson.
Well, keeper comes out very, very well coolly to pick that up. You could say that he's done that very coolly. Coolly, calm and composed. Pan on the ball now. Riley. Comes through for TJ Hansen. And Cunningham tries to play ball through, but cleared again quite quickly. Innes gets onto it.
Punt. Plays it back.
Now, Emi Innes has not had quite as much of an impact in this second half, so I'm willing to wager that UC want to see a bit more of him getting on the ball and making things happen. As I say that, he's on the ball now. McGuinness back to Aitchison. Looks to go long.
Oh no, that was
Falls to Sam Newson here. Plays it down the line for Preshnar.
Scott. Up to it.
That's a bit of a size differential there between Preshnar and Scott. Charlie Bailey picks it up there. It's a bit of a soft pass inside, but Richards gets to it. Bailey plays it back now to McGuinness. Able to get around Pan very well there. Smith gets onto it. Innes comes back inside and looks to drive. Plays a lovely ball out to Sam Newson,
Oh wow.
who cuts
Good
inside
piece of play.
despite
What can
not
he do
having
with it?
He doesn't have much of a right foot to Sam Newson. If he did, he probably would have let go with a shot from there. Oh, that's a great ball there. Oh, that's, could almost argue that would be
Still
a foul.
going.
No, still going. How?
Cooley with another Cooley save. Stays 3-0. 5-3 on aggregate.
Nick Smith pulls the trigger and it's well over the bar. You know, it's wide and over. You could almost call it wover.
It's another substitution.
Who is it that's making way?
Looks like Jackson Hughes will be coming off.
And Saul Preshner coming off. And that'll be Hunter Hine coming on. Hunter Hine coming on. And is that... Hamish Campman has come on at left back. Okay, so Kellen Richards looks like has moved into central midfield now, which allows Hamish Campman to come on at left back. And it looks to be Hunter Hine at right back.
As you can see, UC aren't really committing too many plays up. As FC Nelson make their way out the pitch, but that was a that was ridiculous from the keeper.
Matthew Aitchison showing his comedic side there, having a little bit of fun. He is known as the club's sort of personality. A lot of the time. He certainly likes to enjoy himself while he's out there on the field. Well, a lovely 1-2 there with Richards. Hunter, can he get an instant impact? Not quite. It goes out for a UC throw.
Around 25 minutes left of the match. Can FC Nelson get a goal or two to get some confidence in themselves?
I think I can see number 3 for FC Nelson, Kurt Ward, about to come on. And it is Avinash Baraili who is going off.
Yeah, Bareilly has been a little bit quiet this match. So he's come off.
He's tried to get on the ball and tried to make things happen. They just haven't really come off for him.
No, the UC defense has been really solid this game, and it's really, yeah, kept him quiet.
Pan on the ball now. Cunningham there, back to Penn.
Avalos.
Goes inside, Whitwell picks it up and finds Bailey, tries the 1-2, doesn't quite come off, cut out there by Avalos.
Avalos is...
And off balance, Avalos puts it straight into touch. Campman puts it straight in, and Bailey can't quite get that in behind for Sam Newson. The crowd really getting behind Hemi and is there. Always smiling while he plays though, is Hemi. It's a lovely little touch there by Nick Smith. Hine on the ball. Richards And FC Nelson throwing it. Scott comes over to take it. Nick Smith gets up well again. And it goes out again for a UC throw-in. Officials weren't so sure about that one, but I do think that they've come out with a correct call at the end of that. Catman finds Smith inside. Under pressure straight away. Does very well with it.
FC Nelson on the ball. Cooley had to clear quickly. Avalos. Now Pan. Pass too weak.
Well
and
done there
it's
by
cut
Bailey.
out.
And it goes back to Aitchison. And hits it trying to find Newson. Is able to find his feet.
Oh,
He kept
does well to keep it in.
It's just gone out.
Linesman says it's gone out.
Now, the other thing that is interesting about this game is that I know that UC in the last week, in the previous league, were missing about 10 players, including their entire starting midfield 3. So we could be seeing the difference between those players being back in and not as well.
So rotation really does affect games, and it could be another example of that.
Absolutely. Crowd getting right onto William Scott's back there for not taking the throw on its mark. Avalos has done very well there. Bueling. That's a great challenge there by Hine.
You see Nelson still trying to keep up the level of energy.
Well, I have to say, I do feel like they've been on top again since the last goal, for the most part. There's been some sporadic counter-attacks and such from UC, and I wouldn't say they've been in control of the game, but they've looked the more promising.
Yeah, they've been the better team in the second half, even though they haven't scored.
Yeah.
Their shots have just been the problem, really. They just haven't been getting too many shots, and if they have, when they do get shots,
They're quite often blocked.
Either blocked or missed, and not really challenging the keeper at all.
Or referee playing advantage for that foul there. Advantage was already called. It's play on. Referee had made the call of advantage. As soon as he makes that, it is play on. That's why you need to play to the whistle. Sam Newson trying to get to it there. Can't quite get to it in the end. And the referee is just calling back the play for that earlier foul that was played advantage for. And that's going to be a yellow card there for William Scott. Looks like we have another substitute on the way for Nelson, for FC Nelson. That looks like Avalos coming off. I can't quite see the number of the player coming on. Oh, there's only one player left to come on. Must be Kenji Kondo.
Yeah. We're now heading into 15 minutes left of normal time.
University's 2 goals up on aggregate. Leading the tie currently 5-2. Cameron holds up Leon there.
What's that?
It's an offside. Going back from an offside position.
It's played
Scott
up.
drills it. That's a lovely technique on that pass. Cunningham. Innes gets it off him.
Oh.
I'm sure in rugby league that's what you would call. I can't remember the name of it now. Ignore me. But it did look like he moved out of the way to sort of shepherd Hemi away from the ball. Without any thought of actually going for the ball, but and it's out for an FC Nelson throw on the left-hand side. Pun picks it up now. Out to Scott, who does look like he does have a good bit of technique on him.
Scott will give it a
Has
hit,
a shot,
but
but it is blocked there and
away.
headed away by Charlie Kirby. But quick 1-2
it's a
there,
good piece of
Leanne.
play.
Bailey gives it in there and it goes out for a UC throw in their defensive left-hand corner. Campman to throw it in. And that throw was to no one.
Oh,
Takes a touch, crossed it into the box, straight into Aitchison's hands, who very quickly gets Luke Whitwell on his bike.
there's not too
For
many
a
people back.
counter-attack. Hines outside of him.
This looks
Oh,
good. Yeah.
that
Oh,
should
no.
be. That is a very bad foul. It's a
Referee
red
pulled out
card
the red.
there for William Scott. He'd only just picked up a yellow too, but that is a straight red. That's not a second yellow card.
No, that is not good.
So he has got to go into the showers now. He cannot stick around on that side of the pitch. Big moment in the game here because FC Nelson have been on top for a lot of this half. Now down to 10 men. How do they react?
It's only getting worse for FC Nelson.
Getting some talking tos from the crowd there, acknowledging them. It does seem like that it's all in good spirits though. Or at least I hope it is. Callum Richards lining up this free kick. Does have a very good free kick technique on him. I've seen him score one or two in his time. Let's see how he gets on here.
Callum Richards with the free kick. Goes for goal and it's gone over.
That's well over. Poor free kick, I'm afraid, there. But what happens now with FC Nelson down to 10 men? It looks like they are not replacing him at centre-back. They are just going to 3 at the back. That may be because they still need to try and go forward instead of defending the entire time to try and get back into this game. Or get back into this tie and game. Whitwell skips through a couple there and wins the throw-in. Throw goes straight into Cunningham there. Actually, Cunningham's dropped into the back line.
Wow.
Done very well to keep that as ruling.
Wilson.
Wilson on it. I think that might have been the first time we've said his name this half. It's been quite ineffectual, despite how good FC Nelson have looked. Well on it now. And it's now 3v3 in that back line. But when you're a man down and also 2 goals down, you've got to take all the chances you can get, can't you? Don't you?
Yeah, now
That's a great ball to Whitwell again.
Here's Innes.
Now.
Innes.
Good save by
Rebound.
Cooley. Still in. Unable to get much pressure behind that cross. Whitwell. Oh, here we go. Nick Smith on the ball just outside the box.
Smith.
Tries to put a cross in. Easily cleaned up there by TJ Hansen. Oh, Hine completely misses the ball with his chest there. Comes back. Kirby does well, and it comes all the way back to Matt Aitchison. Cameron now, he's got room to drive. He does so. He takes that space. But puts another long ball through.
Cooley. Cleared.
Well won there. Free header for Charles Kirby.
Wilson. Punt.
He always makes it look like something's going to happen when he's on the ball.
Yeah.
Abu Pan. And I do have
Poston. Hit it!
It's
gone straight to the keeper.
I was just about to say, Hornleon looks like something's always going to happen when he's on the ball as well. Just seems to lift that tempo quite well. Well riding the challenge there. Can't quite get inside to make the most of it. Ball over, well won again by Kirby. Richards picks it up. Finds Ennis and finds Sam Newson out wide in space. Can he find Whitwell? Oh, the clearance was a little bit sketchy there. Comes back to Cunningham. And Hansen picks it up. Leon. Wilson there. Plays it onto Palm. Battling there with Hine. And Hine wins the ball. But it has gone out for an FC Nelson throw. Just under 10 minutes to go now. University's up 5-3 on aggregate. Having been able to keep their sheet clean in this game. Whitwell picks it up there. Finds Hemi Innes, who does a pirouette and gets by his man. Whitwell again. Great challenge there by TJ Hansen. And they bring it back out here again. Kurt Ward on the ball there. Back in for Pan. Tackle, and Innes picks it up. Sam Newson in on goal now. Good defensive work there. Bit of a backs against the wall job now.
Well, for Nelson, they have to throw everything at it now. They've got nothing to lose. If they want to have it...
And it's trying to find Newson. It comes through to him, but it's over the bar. Couldn't quite get over that ball. Wouldn't quite sit down for him before the defender was able to come across. And it looks like we have a double substitution coming in for Uni.
Stuart Campbell and Pero Foreman.
Stuart Campbell is a stalwart of University's football club. He's been around for about 7 or 8 years now.
And Foreman
and
moved from Nomads reserves to the UC side.
And it's tough to pick out where Stu was going to play. He is moving straight into that right back role because for Universities he has played every position on the field, including goalkeeper, in a University's jersey. So it's always tough. Looks like Luke Whitwell has gone off. I did not see who the other one who went off was. Kellen Richards, by the look of it. Yes, Kellen Richards is the other one who went off. Lovely calm work there by Matt Aitchison in the UC goal. Stu Campbell getting his first touches. Pine plays it down the line. And Perry Foreman is well offside there. Good 2 yards offside. Easy decision for the linesman there to make. Sorry, the assistant referee to make. And Cunningham gets it going straight away. Stu Campbell wins the ball in the air.
Play through onto the right side.
Hine with the ball, gets inside his man there.
We give it a go.
Oh,
It's more like a pass.
Oh,
It's
Newsom
gone out.
can't quite keep it in. Goal kick anyway. And plays it short to Cunningham. Dribbles it out a little bit.
Played up the pitch.
And there we go. Finds Hine out wide again. And it's... Oh, if he'd just gotten rid of the ball there, it was going to be a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-2 for Uni going forward. Less than 5 minutes to go. Kirby picks it up nice and easy there. Stuart Campbell, Uni stalwart. And Sam Newsom found with ease there.
Good wee
1-2
play.
there with Innes.
And here comes Newson.
And he's got a
On
lot
the
of
ball.
pace to Sam Newsom.
What can he do with that?
Oh.
Oh, it's gone wide.
I think he was stuck in two minds there, whether to shoot or whether to put it back post. In the end, did neither. Again, is naturally a left back, but has played a lot of left wing this season. Lovely work there by Nicholas Smith. Gives it off to Sam Newson again, who finds Campman and Smith again. It's lovely stuff there. Hine with it. It's a poor cross in considering the time he had out there. Oh, that's good work there by Pan.
He's been controlling this FC Nelson side.
Absolutely.
He's gone all this game without stopping.
He's comfortably been the best player on the park for FC Nelson, I would say.
From the first minute of the match.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Noticed him first in this side. And he's still going.
Oh, a bit of a swirly ball there by Sam Newson. Almost tricked the defence. Hine tries to put it in and goes straight out for another goal kick for FC Nelson. Only a couple minutes left in this now. What have you thought of the match as a spectacle?
I would have liked Nelson to score a few goals, of course. You know, they deserve a few goals as well with how they've played throughout the match. Being a university, they deserve this win because defensively they've been really good. And yeah, in attacking wise, you could have said they had a bit of luck on their side with, you know, FC Nelson making a few defensive mistakes. But yeah, overall, universities deserve this win and with how they played today, and yeah, overall good match.
Yeah, I agree with that, and you can't say that either team's really dominated for 90 minutes. It's been a lot of ebb and flow, and it's been quite entertaining. And you've never been really completely sure about what was going to happen, as Pan has a strike at goal there, and it goes over and wide. I call that wover. He drops it on the ground and finds Hines straight away, who tries to look inside there for Bailey but cannot find him.
Riley.
Or Kurt Ward
Can he
tries to get through a
get
gap there, not quite. Comes out to Hamish Campman. Puts the ball looking for Sam Newson, doesn't quite find him. It looked like a handball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure to who, but it looked like it came off somebody's hand there. Referee hasn't called it, so we play on. Payne gets on it again. Kurt Ward with a loose touch. Comes out to Hamish Campman again at left back.
Nearly.
Back inside for Bailey. Trying to control the pace again now, Uni.
It's about to hit the 90-minute mark now.
Oh,
Nelson's
that one was
still
loose.
losing. Nelson's still losing 3-0. 5-3 on aggregate.
That's a good ball there. Stu Campbell in some time and space now. And 3v3 at the back here for Nelson. Hunter goes inside, or he tries to find Charlie Bailey again, but can't quite get there. Just lurking on the edge of the box there. Campman does very well to win that 50-50. But Pan on the ball again. Always looking, always searching, always moving. It's been played very, very, very well today. Unfortunately, it does look like he'll end up on the losing side of it. Crowd really getting into it now. Classic North London chant there. I don't dare repeat what they were saying.
No, not at all. Oh,
great.
That was great. Great replay, and this is a good opportunity.
Aitchison off his line very well there. Was offside anyway, but you do have to say Aitchison got off his line very, very quick to come out and clean that up. I swear I still don't know what colour Matt Aitchison's hair is.
Might be brown, maybe blonde. We've got to focus on this match as Sam
Newson in behind there. Lovely flick on by Paraforman. He puts it across, but cleared out for a corner by the recovering Kenji Kondo. And that is the full-time whistle there. We don't even get time for the corner to come in. That is 3-0 to Universities AFC over FC Nelson on the day. And on aggregate in this Southern League playoff final, it finishes 5-3 to Universities over the two legs.
Yeah, FC Nelson did well to win their first game in the first league, but they got outclassed by University today, and a few sloppy defensive mistakes, which cost them their hopes of Southern League next season.
Exactly, and look, it's not like they were dominated for the game. It's not like they were dominated over the two legs. It was just in the moments that mattered, Uni were the better team.
Yeah. And well, it ends with University taking it out 3-0. In the second leg, 5-3 on aggregate. Thanks for joining us, and also join us for the English Cup final, which will be played at 2:30 today. It's going to be an amazing game, so make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, thank you for joining us, and see you soon.